Part three. Here we go. Not long after doing part two, Atlanta just scored a touchdown to take a 14-0 lead in Super Bowl 51. Let's watch that replay. I had to rush that end there. You saw how I rushed the end. I wanted to keep it under 10 minutes with the low tech. Look at the low tech here. Cutting, nice pass. I like the way Hooper kept it outside until the last second and then came inside to get it. Watch there. A little bit of a push by Hooper, but they called it on New England, which of course Atlanta declined. Yeah, there was a little bit of a push off by Hooper. Hooper, I like that name, Hooper. 13-0. Now we can't skip the extra point here. Now watch what happens here. Watch this guy. Jumped right over the top. And they didn't even bother kicking it because you can get 2 points the other way for New England, so they didn't even bother kicking it. It's a mistake. But let's hear the call here. The penalty markers are all over the place for some reason, for some strange reason. Let's see. And I get off when when we can't know the NFL rules. I get off on this. This gets me. This is ridiculous. He was on the line of scrimmage at the time the line. Are you kidding me? Pereira, help us.
Well, they really don't like the call, although he tries to time the leap. If he's on the line of scrimmage directly over the center, then that's an illegal formation.
Oh, you hear that?
He came through over the gap, and so really, to me, this is not a foul.
I'm going to skip the part where Bill Belichick if you could lip read, he didn't say something nice here. Now, Pereira didn't clarify that for us. He said, well, if he's on the line at the time of the snap over the center, it's a penalty. What? That's not true. Now, again, they showed that he jumped over the side in the gap, which is legal according to Pereira. So the call was a bad one either way. But even if he jumped over the center, since when did that become illegal? Now, I watch enough football, and I go on NFL.com every day to know. I think I know the rules, but really nobody knows the rules. And where did this come from that you can't jump over the center? How many times did we see Chancellor jump over the center? When did this change that you can't jump over the center? Now, they do have this ridiculous, kind of weird rule that if you try to jump over and you hit him, that's a penalty. You try to jump over and you don't make it. Oh, now that's dangerous. If you made it, it wasn't dangerous. Not sure what the rationale behind that rule is. But we did it become illegal to be lined up over the center and jump over at the time of the snap. Well, the whole rule Pereira just made up. At least I've never heard it, and I think I follow enough football to have heard it. They don't tell you the rules often enough. And anyway, they got it wrong because he jumped over the gap, not over the center. Should we watch the actual extra point? Let's watch it. For the first time in Super Bowl history, it's a 33-yarder. Now we see that point matters because later New England's going to have to go for two a couple of times. Look at the total yards for the quarter, 133. Atlanta had 2 touchdown drives. Of course, New England only 12 yards. Now, I want to point out that they just pointed out that New England had never been 14 down in a Super Bowl. It's just 7th. Of course, they were down 10 to Seattle before coming back to win that in dramatic fashion. Malcolm Butler. But it was also pointed out, and that is they're starting here their 4th drive, I believe. Am I adding right? This is their 4th drive for New England, I believe. And they point out New England, we're in the second quarter, New England in all 7 Super Bowls got 0 points in the first quarter. So I got to thinking. I started thinking about that. Yeah, that's right. Super Bowl 36, they didn't have that great offense. And then St. Louis defense was very good. That was Brady as a young and upcoming. And they had trouble scoring all day. They got a pick 6 as their first points in the second quarter. So they didn't score in the first quarter. Then they got their other touchdown was off of a turnover. They didn't have to drive that long to get to 14. And, of course, the Vinatieri field goal at the end was off of a drive in a 2-minute drill. They didn't score that many. They weren't that good offense that year altogether. Now, 38 was a very interesting Super Bowl that there were no points scored by either team, New England or Carolina, in the first quarter. Lots of points scored in the second, 14-10 New England. Then no points scored at all in the third before a big breakout of points in the fourth with the back and forth, 32-29. New England beats Carolina, Vinatieri last moments. That's after Jake Delhomme threw an 80-yard, over a 80-plus yard bomb to Muhammad to take the lead there in that wild Super Bowl. But no points for New England in the first quarter there. 39, they struggled against Philadelphia in the first quarter, if you remember. Even had a turnover. I forgot if the turnover was first quarter or second quarter, but struggling early. We go to the fourth time they were in the Super Bowl was against the Giants, Super Bowl 42. Now, that one's a little deceiving because the Giants got the ball first, held onto it for 10 minutes, if you remember, and then got a field goal out of it. New England then takes the ball all the way down the field, and they score a touchdown. So they didn't struggle early. Their first time they got it, but they got it on the first play of the second quarter. The first quarter ended with them on the 1 yard line or whatever, 2 yard line. So they didn't score first quarter there. Super Bowl 46, if you remember, the first play out of the gate, intentional grounding from the end zone, 2-0 Giants. Then it was 9-0 Giants before finally they make it 9-3 New England in the second quarter, and the Hernandez touchdown. But not that little guy, what's his name, Woodhead touchdown right before they have to make it 10-9. They were leading 10-9 going there, but they didn't score in the first quarter. And right here again, scoreless, and that was scoreless. For 7 straight punts. Let me pause because something's going on back here. Low tech. Okay, 5th time with the ball. Not 4th. 5th time with the ball. Let's get it going. Here we go. Super Bowl 51, 14-0 Atlanta. This is part 3 of your S.A.L.T Productions. The low tech's in operation, but the super analysis is there. Start with a quickie over the middle. Love the call. That's what they should be doing all day. First down, New England. Listen to Joe Buck. No team has come back from a 2-team deficit. I like that Belichick's still writing. Look, Belichick's still writing and showing. There was 3 10-point comebacks. New Orleans against Indianapolis, and also that's in Super Bowl 44. Super Bowl 22, Redskins fell 10 points behind Elway before coming back and winning that 42-10 with a 35-point explosion in the second quarter and a 10-point comeback. Last year, New England, 49, Super Bowl 49, New England over Seattle. They were down 10. Brady, back to pass. Now there, they don't show the replay. I don't know what he had in front of him, but he just seemed to throw the ball into the ground there. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go to Coach 22 for that one. Okay, Brady at the line. I like when he points to his helmet saying, I want everybody thinking. No, I know it's more than that. Here we back to pass. Okay, now there again, he also had to throw that one away. Now, I wouldn't say, let's look at the pressure there. He just said, Joe Buck just said, Brady under pressure. Wait a minute, go back on that. Here we go. There you go, pointing his head. Think, I want everybody thinking out there. Let's see if this is, what type of pressure here. Back to pass. He had time on it. Got a short one right there. See that guy right there? That's my finger, by the way. Oh, there's my finger. Again, he's looking a little bit deeper than he should. He could get 8-yarders all day long. 2nd and 10 here. Again, I'm not faulting them for run. They didn't run here. But I think the patterns are a bit too deep. Drop back Brady and fire it, because Atlanta is showing that if you hold that ball an extra second for the longer pattern, they'll get to Brady. And there was nobody open there, so he just had to fire it away. A little low. 3rd and 10. Here's the play. Aikman's pointing out how they've been able to get to Brady. That's not called getting to Brady. It is getting to Brady, but he had enough time for a drop back and throw. 3rd and 10. 5th time with the ball, New England. They find themselves down 14 early. Again, the pressure was good, and he had to get rid of it short. And this is our first of, yes, that's right. Look at that flag. Holding. Flags are down. Holding. Defense. Let's get to come on, call it already. This one's going to go over 10 minutes, it looks like. Sorry. Holding. 23 defense. This one's going to be closer to 15, I can see. I wanted to keep it at 10. Let's see the hold. Yeah, all right. Grab the hand there. You can see the referee right there throwing the flag. Green 18. We're going to go to the run. That's not been working. There's nothing again. They're showing Gronk on the sideline hurt for this game. They also mentioned that Freeney did a spin move, his patented spin move. The same Freeney who had a sack in Super Bowl 44 and has been there 15 years, still doing the spin move. One of the all-time sack leaders. veteran presence for Atlanta. Gronk not in there. It's looking bad for New England at this point. The quick little ad, I think, would work. I like that call. Slips, all right, got 5. I would call that on first down. That's a first down type call. Now we got 3rd and 4 or 5. Atlanta has made open field tackles, Troy Aikman's pointed out. That is correct. 3rd and 3, they say. To me, it looks a little bit more like 3.5. And they're close to midfield. Brady back. Again, we have plenty of time here. The short wasn't open. And he just has to chuck it up there. Guess what we have? That's right. Another defensive hold. Let's watch the hold. Right there. Oh, he pulled the jersey. He did. And he even got his face mask. Brady getting hit there as he released that. He hold on to the ball a while. Another hold. First down, New England. Alpha. Oh, we're going to go blunt running? Nah, I don't like that idea. I don't want to set up a 2nd and 9. Well, but they're getting pressure. You can't keep throwing it because they've been hitting Brady. No. If you throw short, that'll be better. Throw short for 5 or 6 then. That's better than a 1-yard run. Run is shown to not be successful. There's Josh McDaniel. That's the guy I'm picking on right now. This Falcons defense.
Stifling the running game of the New England Patriots.
There you go. Aikman pointing out that the running game has been stifled. I think you can notice that by now. 2nd and 9 at the Atlanta 45. 5 minutes left at a half. Brady. Okay, we have our 3rd drop of the day by a receiver. That would only have been 2 yards, but it's a drop. 3rd drop, 3rd and 9. Atlanta had a call time there. Atlanta stacked at the line. Are they blitzing? No. Brady has to move. Oh, Brady just has to get rid of it there. There, the pass rush was pretty good. But once again, what do we got? Guess what? Another hold. Another hold. I want the referee to say holding again. No, he didn't say holding again. Automatic. First down. That's 3. Let's see this one. That's a hold. It's grabbing Mitchell. That's 3 holds. Good pass rush here. Okay, now they're in Atlanta territory. After 3 holds, gave them 3 third down, first downs. Oh, let's run the ball. Yeah, that's smart. And it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Green 18. When did he become a green 18? He stole Rodgers. That's a nice play. I like the way they set up the play action there. That was nicely set up for time. And guess who? There was a guy open short. That's Bennett. First down. 10. They just showed Brady at this point 10 of 16, 125 yards. They're moving the ball. Oh, we're going to run it? Let's see if that works. Nah, 3 yards, not good enough. I'd rather have 7 passing. 2nd and 7. Down 14-0. They certainly want points here. Oh, they're going to run it again. That ain't working, is it? Oh, what a body slam there. And then he gets up like a WWE, the Raw, like we're watching Raw, threw him down, and we got 3rd and 7. Watch the body slam. Aikman saying, I almost expected a flag here. Body slam. 3rd and 6. Now, again, any quarterback, 3rd and 6, definite passing down, and the pressure's been getting to Brady if he's held it an extra second, and sometimes even then, even not. So Brady's got to watch out for that. Back to pass. Over the middle, throws it. It's picked. It's picked. Brady can't make the tackle. We've got a pick 6. We've got a 20-0 game with an extra point pending. With a pick 6. The last time we had a pick 6, Malcolm Smith of Seattle made it 22-0 with a pick 6 in the second quarter when Manning got hit and the ball floated up in the air. Here, Brady did not hold that ball that extra half a second, and I know why he hasn't been holding that extra half a second, because if he holds it that extra second, they get to him. Let's see the pressure here. Let's see, it's not, this time, there are people in his area, but that's a bad read by Brady. He's got to see that. But again, the only reason not to blame him would be because why'd you run to set up a 3rd and 6? And why you calling plays that have led him to get hit? When a quarterback gets hit, even Brady, he gets rattled. He threw that ball a little bit early, didn't see the guy pouncing up from the back. Oh, look at the sad Brady there.